Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you late this morning for an album review, and this is for the Weeknd's new album Dawn FM that I just got done listening to. Finally got done listening to it for this new album. I waited most of yesterday to see if I could find it, and it did come out at midnight, that was for sure. But I didn't have time to listen to it then, so. And I had errands to run this morning, so a doctor's appointment to go to this morning, I should say. But that's why you haven't seen a video posted on my channel for a bit. But I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this fifth studio album by The Weeknd and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, the first track was really good. It's a intro track, of course. So it starts off with The Weeknd singing, or Abel singing in the song, and then Jim Carrey's, I guess, narrating most of the album and talking in the album mostly. And then there's this one section in the song where it goes 103.5 Dawn FM. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And then comes Gasoline after that, and not my personal favorite song, honestly. I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's solid, but I think when he does his really good vocal pitches, The Weeknd, that's where he's at his best. But when he's doing the monotoned uh, vocals and the weird vocals, that's where I have a problem with it, and it doesn't sound very amazing, in my opinion. But How Do I Make You Love Me was a really good song too. So I'll give that a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. Then is the longer version for Take My Breath, which is over 5.5 minutes. It's pretty lengthy, so it's probably the lengthiest song on the album that you're gonna find. But it does very good. So I enjoyed the longer version for Take My Breath. Next is Sacrifice, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it at first, but it's like I said, this was my first listen, so I'll have to go back and hear this album again in full, uh, just to see if it grows on me or whatever. But basically, Sacrifice was a pretty good song. He does a lot of slow R&B kind of songs and tried tries to do some disco 80s kind of music shit or whatever. He's mixing with his sound and all that. But it doesn't sound so bad. I personally like it. So it sounds really good. A Tale by Quincy is a just like an interlude track, so it's not that long. Out of Time was really good. Here We Go Again, featuring Tyler the Creator, was one of my favorites. I really like it. Even Tyler the Creator sounded good with his verse, so I didn't hate that song. 5 out of 5 for me. Best Friends was a little short for a song, honestly, but it it was very effective and it executed very well, in my opinion. So 5 out of 5 for Best Friends. Is There Someone Else was pretty nice song. Then comes the next few songs, which you've heard it in the teasers for the trailers for Dawn FM. Sorry, that's my cat meowing because she's got like an itchiness on her back. I don't know what it is, but yeah. I don't want to go into explanation on that, but yeah, basically, Starry Eyes had this interlude with the If You Can Kick Me lyric, and uh, it's basically from the trailer or the track listing video or whatever. I'm not sure what, but basically, I did enjoy that. song or whatever. And sorry, she was meowing again. Um, Every Angel is Terrifying had the woo 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 melody or whatever, with the Weeknd doing that. And then it gets into some weird moments in the track with a lot of electronic music coming in and echoing through the sound and getting repetitive, and that can get annoying. But I think the song did work for what it was going for, in my opinion. It could be a little annoying at times, but yeah, it's just how you look at it, I guess. Don't Break My Heart was a pretty good one. I Heard You're Married featuring Lil Wayne was the weakest song. It's kind of a weak song. So 4.5 out of 5. I just wasn't feeling for Lil Wayne's verse, honestly. It just felt stale a bit, in my opinion. Less Than Zero and Phantom Regret by Jim Carrey. Pretty much Jim Carrey was narrating through most of this album, with him talking in it and saying, oh, sit back, relax, and enjoy it and all that. So, enjoy the bliss and all that from this album or whatever. So, Less Than Zero I really enjoyed, and Phantom Regret was a great closer to the album. So, this album went somewhere for sure. And production, mixing, and execution, this was a really good album, in my opinion. Probably one of my favorites this year. I don't know if it's better than After Hours, but it's still really good for what it went for. So overall, I think the Weeknd's new album, Dawn FM, this album was really good. Like I said, it's not better than uh, After Hours, but it's something. It's something really good. So he at least put a lot of effort into making this album a success. And it was a success in my opinion, so I really enjoyed it. But if this isn't the music for you, that's okay. But for me personally, for a score, I'm going to give the Weeknd's new album, Dawn FM, a 9 out of 10. This was a really good album, and sorry, this cat is moving around everywhere, so I had to move my Xbox One controller. And I don't know why she's taking up so much space on my bed or whatever, but yeah, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 for Dawn FM. This was a really good album. Highly recommend you listen to it. It definitely is a little weird and unusual of an album, and has some moments where you don't know if you're gonna like it or not. But it just depends on the listener and what they think of it, of course. So, yeah, 9 out of 10 for me for Dawn FM. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Weeknd album, Dawn FM, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review I made for you guys late this morning, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for Skillet's new track review for Dominion, because they released the title track as a single. I believe the last single before the album drops, which is next Friday. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely pre-order this album, Dawn FM, by the weekend. But they want to charge $14 for it, so I'm like, okay. As long as it's not too expensive, because I spent a lot of money on Underoath's new album. I was actually waiting till Dawn FM had its release for a CD version, and it's coming out in 3 weeks, so it's not that far away. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this album review for the Weeknd, Dawn FM. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. And yeah, it's not as great as After Hours, but it's something really good. And I personally loved it for what it was going for. So stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.